Maybe you noticed, but I just finished the Metal Burb Awards. This is where I rank, my favorite albums, my favorite songs, and maybe I did it a little too early because Silent Planet decided to drop a banger at the end of the year called Under Your Skin. And is it too soon to call it banger? No. Okay, these guys write S-tier metalcore. I'm very excited for this. Seriously, one of my favorite bands in metalcore. Look, let's not waste any more time. It's going to be good. This is Silent Planet, Under Your Skin. That's enough chit chat. That title card is already similar to Wick. New album? Maybe?
Here at the end, only a soul after the cancer takes control.
Okay.
We slow
Right, he said he was going to be saying a little bit more.
dying pulse. Can you show me where the flat line goes? Under your skin.
Oh, interesting rhythms from Mitch there. Ooh, a little bit of falsetto. Get it, Garrett. Get it. Ooh, this is cool. Getting that health vibes, getting that cum metal vibes. Let's be real. Maybe it's Baddycore, and we're going to get this sick breakdown. All right. The kicks sound like something like Buster would mix. I'm not sure if Buster actually produced this. Okay, Robert Pattinson.
I'm drifting through your tempest. Silence when between the seams. I found the light inside the grave. My sounds from timeless memory.
Here we go. Come on.
Woven into me.
Fuck, man. Garrett's vocals are always just so good. Nice. It's a little bit like Antimatter. And again, the rhythms on the guitars are just so interesting for this chorus. Ooh, that's... Such an interesting guitar effect. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Under Your Skin, Silent Planet. Let's talk about it. Reading the description, dedicated to those who have lost and lost to the scourge of cancer. Oh, and we're getting footnotes too. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So it's been so long since we've had footnotes in a Silent Planet song. And looking at number 9, they're even referencing an older song, Iridescent. Number 12, C.S. Lewis. As you know, that Silent Planet actually came from C.S. Lewis, the guy who wrote Chronicles of Narnia and much more. But dude, this is an awesome track. It's a solid track. It really reminds me of Antimatter. It's got that sexy industrial kind of appeal to it, and I understand that the lyrics are a total separate thing in its own context with, you know, Garrett talking about the scourge of cancer, which I think a lot of us can relate to, if not all of us, right? Like myself, my grandfather passed away from cancer, and it's something that worries me within, you know, my own family line, and of course myself. And that's the obvious scary thing behind cancer, is that it's like almost no one is safe from it, right? And everyone has some story or relation to someone who maybe recovered or who had passed away from it. It's just the deadly disease that I think everyone worries to some extent. The song itself, though, speaking sonically, I really enjoyed this because it does remind me of that industrial, like almost like health kind of vibes. And what I do appreciate is that these guys continue to hone in on their skills, but expand their skill set, right? When I listen to bands' new music, like when they drop a new song or a new album, and if it sounds so similar to the previous album, it's like getting a sequel, but it's just the same thing, which is fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But hearing them actually push themselves and try different things is what I think keeps like the listener engaged. And that's just coming from my own experience. But when I hear like Garrett Russell improving his cleans, try more things as a singer, I'm engaged. I find that interesting. I really find his voice to keep getting better and better. The falsetto note in that chorus was actually pretty sweet. And those are the things I like. Mitch, who continues to experiment with the electronics and the pads and all these cool samples and ideas. Those are the things I love. Obviously, Silent Planet is a different band from, you know, when the end began, getting a little bit more proggy metalcore with like the riffs and the more poetry core. At least with this, we're getting the footnotes back, so the homework core, what I call, is back. But I like that these guys are honing in and expanding their skill set. This song was a great song, but something about it didn't really surprise me. One of those things could be that it's quite similar to Antimatter for me. It has like a similar kind of vibe, but it doesn't hit quite as hard as Antimatter does for me. And it could be because subjectively there's something about the rhythms, there's something about the electronics that just feel more infectious. And also it's got that big emotional crescendo moment where here the bridge relied on the breakdown, which the breakdown is solid. Everything about this song is solid. The chorus, breakdown, the verses, all things are good, but I think structurally it also is a little bit on the predictable side for me. Just like relying for a breakdown on the bridge is something that's been done thousands upon thousands of times in metalcore, that when Silent Planet came from a progressive metalcore, you didn't know where their songs were going to take you at times. And then for them to just write a breakdown on the bridge just feels a little bit not as inventive as it could be. Now, if they went into like a rave section and pump out those electronics for that bridge, maybe that could have been a little bit more surprise. But at the end of the day, Silent Planet can write whatever they want. And me as a listener, I can just appreciate it for what it is. And I totally did appreciate this song and the styles and the fact that these guys are pushing themselves as musicians. Just sonically, it wasn't the most surprising track for me. I definitely enjoyed moments of it. And I think the standout is the chorus. I think the chorus is the best part, with Garrett really showing off his vocal range. That's something that is pretty much the biggest takeaway when it comes to the song. But overall, as a full 3 minute 30-second long song, solid. Reminds me of Antimatter, but it doesn't feel as surprising as other Silent Planet tracks in the past. But I still enjoyed it, so I'm going to give it a 7.7 out of 10. And that's my thoughts on Silent Planet, Under Your Skin. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, what'd you think about this one? I'd love to know. You know, if you got to this point of the video and you haven't clicked off, then I appreciate this shit out of you, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like to the video. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.